From his groundbreaking debut in 2006 to his induction into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2021, the Great Khali's career is nothing short of extraordinary. His rise was filled with jaw-dropping moments, historic achievements, and let's be honest, its fair share of controversy. But here's the big question. Was Khali a true success in professional wrestling, or was he just a towering spectacle, a gimmick meant to grab attention more than hold it? Today we'll unpack his career from his monumental debut and championship win to his cultural impact and in-ring performance. We'll also take a look at how he compares to other Indian wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. And by the end, you can decide whether the Great Khali deserves his spot in WWE history or if he was just another product of WWE's global ambitions. Dalip Singh Rana, the man we know as the Great Khali, was born on August 27, 1972 in Derana, a small village nestled in the Pradesh region of India. And before his wrestling career, life wasn't easy for him. He worked as a labourer and later as a policeman before his extraordinary size and strength caught the eye of wrestling scouts. And standing a towering 7 feet 1 inch tall, Khali was a physical marvel. His unique look and sheer presence made him a standout figure, eventually leading him to train with promotions like All Pro Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And then in 2006, Khali stepped into the WWE ring, and let me tell you, his debut was nothing short of legendary. The Undertaker, a legend, a giant of the industry in his own right, and yet, when Khali made his entrance, he absolutely dwarfed the dead man, both in size and dominance. And this wasn't just an introduction, it was a statement. And this is where the debate really begins. On one hand, Khali was a force to be reckoned with. His size alone made him an intimidating opponent, and his victory in the 2007 20-man Battle Royal to become the World Heavyweight Champion was groundbreaking. He was the first Indian-born wrestler to hold a major WWE title, a milestone for representation and diversity in professional wrestling. But let's face it, Khali wasn't exactly known for technical prowess in the ring. His matches often relied on simple power moves, chops, slams, and the occasional Punjabi plunge. For some fans, this lack of versatility made him seem more like a novelty act than a credible main eventer. And critics argue that his success was more about his giant gimmick than actual wrestling skill. And WWE has always loved larger-than-life characters. Just look at Andre the Giant, The Big Show, or even the Giant Gonzalez. But Khali's in-ring performances often didn't match the caliber of those legends, minus Giant Gonzalez. But still, let's not forget, wrestling is about more than just technical skill. It's about presence, storytelling, and connecting with the audience. And when it came to those first few years, Khali delivered. His feuds with stars like John Cena, Batista, and The Undertaker were some of the most memorable of the time. And if there's one area where Khali's legacy is undeniable, it's his cultural impact. And before him, Indian representation in WWE was almost non-existent. And Khali opened doors not just for himself, but for an entire generation of Indian wrestlers, and he became a national hero in India and helped WWE tap into a previously untouched market. And think about it, without Khali, would we have seen talents like Jinder Mahal or Kavita Devai or Veer Mahan make their mark on WWE? Highly unlikely. And his influence goes beyond titles and matches. It's about inspiring millions of fans and athletes in a country where wrestling wasn't traditionally a mainstream sport. And Khali's impact didn't stop after he left WWE. He founded the Continental Wrestling Entertainment Academy in India, training the next generation of wrestling stars. And his contributions to wrestling in India ensure that his legacy will live on long after his in-ring career. But of course, not everything in Khali's career was golden. After his initial run as an unstoppable giant, WWE began to rebrand him as more of a comedy-type character. Remember the Punjabi playboy? What a gimmick. Dance-offs, romantic skits, and comedy segments became the norm for Khali, and while it added entertainment value, it also undermined the aura he'd built earlier in his career. And for many fans, this phase is what they remember most about Khali. And while it gave him a new kind of popularity, it also raised questions. Did WWE ever truly see him as a top-tier competitor, or was he always destined to be a novelty act? When we compare Khali to other Indian wrestlers like Jinder Mahal and Kavita Devai, the differences are striking. Jinder's 2017 WWE Championship reign was longer, more nuanced, and arguably better received from a storytelling perspective. And Kavita, meanwhile, has carved a unique path as the first Indian female wrestler in WWE. But let's be clear, without Khali, none of these talents might have had the same opportunities. He was the trailblazer, the one who showed that Indian wrestlers could compete and succeed on a global stage. So was the Great Khali's run in WWE a success? Well, if you're looking at in-ring ability and longevity at the top, he might fall short of expectations. But if you value cultural impact, representation, and breaking barriers, his contributions are undeniable. Khali's career was unique, and whether you loved him, hated him, or laughed along with him, he left a huge mark on the wrestling history. What do you think, folks? Was the Great Khali a legend or a letdown? Was he a great or a gimmick? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more takes on wrestling in the future. And until next time, take care and keep grappling with greatness.